What's up, y'all? Many could say that we had a great offseason, with getting Eric Bieniemy doing great in the draft by getting Emmanuel Forbes and Quan Martin. And, we also got Chase Young back. And, I just think this year is going to be great for us. But the only thing I feel like is going to really give us some trouble is the first 4 games of the season. And that's only because we're playing people that have played the Chiefs. And, Eric Bieniemy said himself that he's going to be incorporating some of what he did when he was playing with the Chiefs. And we also got information from Sam Howell when he had an interview. He spoke about the fact that all they study is what the Chiefs do. So that gives us another indication that that's what they're going to be focused on. They're going to be trying to run what the Chiefs ran, and hopefully not everything that they ran, because I feel like that could limit them in some ways. Because, hopefully Eric Bieniemy takes what he couldn't do and some of what he did do and what he wanted to do. I just hope that he uses that when he's here instead of just being solely, dependent on what he did with the Chiefs, because that can in some way hinder us. Because, all right, for example, when we go against the Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon, defensive coordinator for the Eagles last season, went against them in the finals, and they only lost by 3 points. That game could have went either way. So just think about how close they came to winning, and that was their first time playing them throughout the year, I believe, and just them coming that close to winning, it could have went either way. And Jonathan Gannon played well against the Chiefs, and I believe Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions, I believe. So just think about how, he was able to dissect the offense and do a great job of almost winning. So I think that's the only issue we're going to have with going against the Cardinals, is that he's familiar with how the Chiefs play. And if we're using some of what the Chiefs do, that could be a problem. But hopefully we're sprinkling in certain plays that they did, or styles, or just, maybe they added an extra tight end here on this play. But, switch it up. Hopefully Eric switches it up, and it seems like he has so much in store that you can't help but to, not even know what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be great if he does that. But also, in the second week 2, not week 2, but, one of the games that we're going to play is against the Bills. And then we also got the Broncos to play against, and we got the Eagles to play against. And, the Eagles may not be that much of an issue anymore because they lost Jonathan Gannon and they also lost their offensive coordinator. So it's going to probably be a little different for them, and it might be a little rough. We might win that game. And going against the Bills, the Bills won against the Chiefs last season. So they mastered, how to play against them last season. So they did a good job. And they I believe they won by like a touchdown, I believe. And you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, a win is a win, But they were able to understand how the Chiefs play, and they won against them. So that tells you a lot about what we're going to do, because, Eric Bieniemy was the offensive coordinator for them last season. So, and some people may feel as though he's not the offensive coordinator. It may be Andy Reid, but let's just say he was the offensive coordinator. And it's solely that game was relying on him. If he comes here and does the same thing, we're going to have an issue. We're going to have a problem. And that might be a tough game for us. And, also we got to go against the Broncos. And, the Broncos got a new head coach. And, he used to do his thing with the Saints. So he's made it to the playoffs many times. So I think that might be another rough game for us. And that's solely because the Broncos are in the same division as the Chiefs, and they go against them 2 times a year. And you could tell in those games they had last season that they came close to winning, you know what I'm saying? But I just think they didn't have that head coach that they needed. So now that they have it, I feel like it's going to be, this season might be much better for them. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say they're gonna make it to the playoffs, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be much better for them. And it's gonna also be better for us too as well, because we got a quarterback that we believe in, and hopefully he's starting in all these games, and hopefully he understands the scheme that Eric Bieniemy has. So it seems like we have all the tools and weapons we need to be successful, but those are some games that we have to focus on. And I said those was the first games. I'm not even sure if those were the first games. I might have my schedule messed up, but those are some heavy hitter games that we really have to focus on, because they know how to play against the offense of the Chiefs. They know how to play against that type of offense, and they know how to play against that type of defense too. So that's something we have to worry about, and we have to really pay attention to, because those games, we need every game. You know what I'm saying? We need every game. I want to win them all, but those are some of the games that we really have to pay attention to, because they could be very detrimental to our season, and those are some tough games. So hopefully Eric Bieniemy has a great strategy against it, and hopefully our defense show up in all those games and really come through, and really help us when we need it, or when Eric Bieniemy he's tried everything and most of what he's tried is not working, and our defense come through. And that's when you need a defense. So hopefully we do our thing this year, and I got a lot of faith in Eric Bieniemy. So I'm not gonna say we can't do it. I believe we can do it. And he's doing a great job of reconstructing his team. So Ron Rivera has allowed him to come in and really change the whole offensive staff. So that means Ron Rivera believes in him, and I think he's really inspiring us all, even people that don't even play the game, the fans. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a great thing he's doing. I just hope that we don't let those few games get in the way. Just played it. Just probably just hope that we really focus in on those games as well, because they're going to mean a lot, because those games are important. Those teams understand how the Chiefs play. So hopefully he does what we're familiar with, and he switches it up. And I think he's going to do that, because he comes with a lot of surprises. So hopefully Sam Howell, and that's another thing. Sam Howell, I feel like, I don't know, in a way I feel like we're giving a little bit too much to the media, because you want them to know what you're doing. Just know that you're working. You know what I'm saying? We're putting in work. We're doing everything. We like the plan. We like what Eric Bieniemy is doing to the team. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But don't give us too much. We're studying the Chiefs. That's all we studying. Like, I think that's a little bit too much. I feel like he's showing his hand, and I don't feel like. I think Sam Howell was just you maybe just didn't think about what was asked of him, and he just said that. But I just feel like I don't want people to know what we're going to be doing. So I think the best thing to do is continue to talk like Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy don't give you that much, but when he do, he go back to the same stuff. I don't like when he do that, but because I honestly want to know, like, what y'all doing, what y'all working on. But Eric he does a great job of hiding what he's going to do, and I just hope that Sam Howell can continue to pick up on that, because I think that gave opposing teams what they needed. Oh, so y'all working on the Chiefs? Y'all you gonna be doing what the Chiefs doing? Cool, bet. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna be thinking. But hopefully Eric comes around and really, surprises everybody this season, and he wants to use all of our weapons. So that's a great thing, and just hopefully we can do that. And just hopefully next time in the interview, Sam Howell don't say certain things, because I know certain things need to be said, but it's others that just need to be, you got to come up with something else to say. But hopefully he does a great job of it, and we're gonna have a great season. I know we are, because Eric Bieniemy comes with so many surprises, and I know he's gonna continue to do that. So yeah, I appreciate y'all if y'all would comment and let me know how y'all feel about this situation. And also subscribe to the channel.